Everyone that is here, even working, affording your apartment, is in jeopardy of becoming homeless. And one of the people that the mayor is street sweeping and criminalizing poverty. Those are not the answers to criminalize poverty. The answers is to open up the housing market for everyone. Make it affordable for everyone. Whether you have a voucher, whether you working and paying your rent out of your pocket, whether someone else is paying your rent. It needs to be affordable communities for everyone. Not just, oh, if you're making this amount, you get in this nice building in the same community that you grew up in, lived, worked, went to school, and you can't find housing in your community. That's a shame. It's a shame on the mayor. It's the shame on the whole city. Every person that is responsible for providing housing for their constituents, they taxpayers that live in these cities, not only in Manhattan where you could change hotels to housing, but there's other boroughs out here that y'all are responsible for. I'll be on these streets every day looking for an apartment with my voucher and have still to yet have found anything in the 2 years that I have been looking.
2 years.
And now I am being evicted by a landlord that is on the bad landlord list. You have 120 violations before I even moved in, which the building should have been inspected by HPD from the beginning. There's a problem in the system. The mayor need to answer the problem and not make plans with people that claim to be with lived experience. Come out, have a meeting with everyone in each borough. There's called town halls. You can have a town hall. Have a meeting and a plan and a focus on housing people, not making publicity on TV.
Thanks, Charisma. Woo!
Thank you, Charisma. So before I call the next brother to come up, I'm a little confused about where I'm at right now, because the last time I checked, I thought I was in New York, because New York cares about their residents. New York believes that helping people, that's the New York where I come from. New York believes in just continue to help people to move forward. That's the New York that I'm come from. Okay, so let's bring about Brother Larry. Come on up, Larry.
Hello, y'all hear me? Yes. My name is Larry Thomas, formerly homeless, advocate for the homeless, outreach worker. It was actually almost 2 years ago. I remember standing in this same spot under a different administration, de Blasio. At the time, we was dealing with the Lucerne Hotel, Frank, brother that got killed. Here it is 2 days later, we still going through the same madness about homelessness. I volunteered for a coalition of homeless. I've been doing it for over 2 years. Go around in a van and we go like Lower Manhattan, we feed the homeless. Recently, I see now that got more women and children on these lines than anything else now. I get kind of confused. I'm even kind of upset because I'm trying to figure out, why would you cut funding to housing? Why would you cut funding to education? But then on the other hand, you want to rebuild Penn Station. I come from a place where I thought that you take care of home first.
Right.
Right now, it's like you're doing everything backwards. You'll talk about the sweeps. All right. I work with individuals that got swept up. They tell me, yeah, all right, I'll go spend the night at this, wherever they send me. Next day, I'm back out here on the streets. I'm not trying to stay in there. So, I mean, it's like you add more problems on problems. You're not solving no problem. You're making it worse. You know, you talk about rent increases. Wow. You want to increase the rent. What you think is going to happen with people that can't afford rent? They can't hardly afford to pay rent now. I don't know. Sometimes I think that what should be done is taking, organizations, instead of having them bid to run shelters and things of that nature, why don't y'all have us bid so where we could buy apartment buildings where we can house the homeless?
Right.
Instead of going through all these city agencies, let the organizations, nonprofit organizations, get a couple of these buildings, and I'm sure those buildings will be filled like this.
Yes.
I mean, that's the way I see it. It's common, like I said, it's common sense. You know, instead of all this red tape. Because right now I see that homelessness has became a business.
Yes. Warehouse.
I see that it's taking like monetary gain over human lives.
Yes. Warehouse.
Warehousing. You want to open up the city, but the people that's struggling don't really care nothing about it. Selling them dreams. Then you wonder why you got mental health issues. You add trauma to those that already being traumatized. And you're not even doing nothing for that. I mean, I hear y'all talk about y'all got mental health workers, but all right, what is y'all really doing? I don't see no help. I'm out there every night.
Not effective.
I'm out there every night on the subway,
Every night.
on the streets. I don't see no difference. Like I said, to me, it seems like it's getting worse. And it's making me sad because I'm seeing more women and children out there now. Hungry. Ain't got a place to sleep. I don't know. It got to be a better, some got to change. It got to be a better solution because this is not working. Once again, my name is Larry Thomas.
Homeless rights. Homeless rights. Homeless rights. Homeless rights. So before I bring up our next system, you know, I just want to be able to say this here, that we live in a city that cares about, you know, each other. We love each other. We are the greatest city on the planet. Okay? So let's bring up our sister Delasia. Dacinia. Pardon me. Let's give her a hand.